Jim, another question. This one sent in via the Cult of Cornette Facebook group by Louis Cardenas.
Louis Cardenas?
Cardenas. I mean, it can be pronounced a whole bunch of different ways. Luis Cardenas.
Well, now he just moved across to Argentina. First it was Louis.
Well, it's Luis. Luis.
All right. Well, what is Lou's question?
In the 70s and 80s, serial killers were everywhere, especially in the territory areas. Did it affect the business?
Territory area.
Did it affect the business in any way? Or was there any interaction between wrestlers and promoters and those killers?
What? That's the end of the question. Okay.
The people need to know.
So, like, what? Well, remember, wasn't that an excuse that they used when Rupp Arena in Lexington, when AEW ran a couple months ago, and they said, well, the guy that shot those people on the highway was still on the loose? That's kept it. It was 100 miles away. And it was on the side of the road in a fucking county that didn't have as many people as were in the fucking downtown 2 blocks of Lexington at that. No, I mean, there may be, who knows? Has anybody ever asked or done any research? Did David Berkowitz, the son of Sam, ever go to Madison Square Garden to see wrestling? Did Jeffrey Dahmer ever stop by to see the Crusher in Milwaukee? But to my knowledge, to anyone's reporting so far, I don't recall any wrestlers or wrestling personnel or people having any interaction with noted serial killers. Now, I will say, we're sitting in a fucking locker room one time, like 1996-ish, me and Chris Candido and Tammy and Barry Horowitz, and Barry Horowitz is telling a story. But guys, did I ever tell you this? No, what are you going to tell us? Well, you know, my aunt lives down in St. Petersburg. And where she lived, if you climbed on a shed in her backyard and got on the roof and looked across the neighborhood, you could see the backyard of Ted Bundy's cousin. Yeah, I got about that response too when he told it.
Wow.
But no, I don't know of any.
Didn't someone have a John Wayne Gacy connection?
Well, no, that was goddamn help me.
Well, it wasn't Bobby Fulton, right?
No. What?
It sounds like one of his stories.
Where did you get that come from? No, in Philadelphia. Who was it around Dennis's shows that was selling like art and odd stuff? It wasn't Professor Ouch. This was in like 1989, 88, 89, 90. Somebody up there in Jersey that was associated with Dennis Corluzzo was selling the John Wayne Gacy clown paintings. Or selling some.
I don't know who that is, no.
Because I had an opportunity to get one, and my wife at the time was, oh, no, we don't have that. I got Newman. Never got one. But I'm trying to think.
Are you a big fan of clown murderers? Well,
it's one of those things that who has something, one of those things.
Yeah, so it's one of those hoo-ha situations.
Who has one of those things? Well, I do. Who? Who me? Who you? Who me? Who dat?
All right, well, this has been Serial Killers in Wrestling. Another segment that murdered here on the show. Let's get another question. Did I drop my thing? I dropped my thing. Confirmation the thing has been dropped.